Hey everybody, Heath Satow, Ogden resident. I was really glad to hear today so much discussion about our pressing housing needs in the work session. So it's fitting that my comments today are regarding the rushed update to our C2, C3 building code. I would like to open with a quote from a former Ogden planning quote. As a member of Ogden's Planning Commission, I have learned that we are not prepared for Ogden's expanding housing needs. There are growth issues on the horizon for us. If these problems are not addressed and planned for, they will profoundly impact our quality of life. My concern for our amazing city is that we retain what makes us special. I want Ogden to look and feel like Ogden as we grow and not model it to mimic another city like Denver, Colorado. These statements were written on the campaign website of Mayor Caldwell's challenger in the election back in April of 2000, 19 months ago. While that person was serving as a planning commissioner, she saw these problems coming a mile away long before the city took action, which makes me believe that the planning department also saw this coming. That individual was the first person Caldwell removed from the planning commission in his entire tenure as mayor. That aside, if that planning commissioner saw this happening 19 months ago, why did this administration only start the process of looking at these problems 6 months ago? Because this process had to be fast-tracked, everyone on the council and the planning commission admits we had to ram this new code through too fast, and we'll have to fix it later. My question is why? There's absolutely no reason this had to be a rush job that we place Band-Aids on later. It makes it harder for good developers to trust Ogden as a place to invest, and it wastes taxpayer dollars when we put half-baked code in place that we have to continually update. Our general plan and building code, to my knowledge, had not been significantly updated for 20 years. There's no good reason we should have to rush this process if the city is being properly managed. City Planner Gregory Montgomery himself said during his presentation last week that the planning department had, quote, noticed this trend over the last 7 years, unquote, on this issue. Why did we end up with half-baked code done in a rush? This is utterly irresponsible, and those we trust to manage the city need to do better. We deserve better. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Heath. Any comments from you, Mayor Caldwell?
I'll take a little offense to somebody reading through a script and saying we're not doing any planning information. I'm going to protect my staff and what's happened in this community in the last 8 years. I don't find that to be fair at all. We have done a lot of work on that, and nobody 8 years ago could have predicted where we are today, but we do it every day. Those guys are absolutely committed to the jobs that they do and what we're working on, and as are all of you. And I think it's unfair for somebody to say that nothing's been looked at, nothing's being considered for that. So I'll take offense to that and not give other political comments, which I think they're motivated by.